Hey everybody, it's your old buddy Jimbo, back at it again. Blue Collar Beer Review. One beer, one take, all for y'all. We'll spin them and we'll put them away and we'll get right to it. So we're going to go with we're going back to the gas station tub review. And this isn't technically a gas station tub. I got it. A little extra protein there. Wasn't technically in the tub, but it was the gas station cooler, the cooler. The cooler, they had a sale on these bad bears for $2.33. And I know it's not technically correct, but I did get it at a gas station, and it is technically a gas station beer. So, I mean, when I walked by the tub, I kind of dipped it, I touched it to the ice while I was waiting in line. So I think this gets in on a technicality, and it's pretty cheap. So, I mean, it's probably a buck more than your average beer, but it's kind of smaller, so I don't know, it's a rub. Well, whatever, we'll get to it. Sometimes exceptions need to be made. And this beer, I had a, pun intended, I had to pour through my beer book to make sure that I've never done one of these. And apparently I haven't, which is incredible. So let's get to it. This is Heineken Brewing Company, and they're located in Amsterdam. And Amsterdam's located in Holland. So Amsterdam, Holland. They were established in 1873. Yeah, 1873. So they're getting close to their 150th anniversary, which, you know, some of these beer places over in Europe have been making beer for crazy amounts of time, but it's still pretty storied, you know. Heineken is Heineken, man. And back when I was younger, Heineken was like one of the premium beers. You know, there wasn't a ton of European beers and small batch beers or local breweries or that kind of thing, or all these IPAs in the 80s when I started drinking beer. There was just your basics, and Heineken was one of the it was like an exotic beer, and you had to have some money, like it was a big thing if someone brought some Heinies to a party. Oh, I got some Heinies, what? Or you could get the little mini keg of Heineken. They had the little mini keg, and that thing was cool. That thing was super cool. Like, you were a rock star if you showed up to a high school party with a mini keg of Heineken. I think you can still get them. They're pretty cool. So it's been a long time since I've actually had a Heineken. If my memory serves me, it smells like skunk. It smells like a skunk when you open it. It smells like it's skunked beer, but it tastes pretty refreshing and good, and you can totally get hammered on it, or at least young me could totally get hammered. I get hammered on anything. We drank all sorts of crazy stuff. So this is like I said, they call this the Heineken Original. So it's the original Heine, and it's a premium malt lager. Not malt liquor, malt lager. All right? And let's see, it's 22 fluid ounces, so that's 1 pint, 6 fluid ounces. It's only It's only 5% alcohol, but 5% alcohol is 5% alcohol. It is what it is, you know. Like I said, this is a gas station beer, and what am I going to do? I've actually been to Amsterdam. Yeah, it's true. Your old buddy Timbo's been there. I've been to a bunch of places and drank beer everywhere. What's really cool about if you go to Amsterdam, like, this beer is just like, it's like water around there. It's super cheap, and you can go to the bar. You know, there's you can go to the weed bar, and then they've got bars, and then they've got ladies of the night working. It's a wild place, but you can get, like, we would order trays of these, those, you know, round bar trays, and they would come in these like 6-ounce mini bar glasses, and they would just fill them all up, and they drop them on your table for like $5 American. It was awesome, man. Everything was cheap and fun there. So, you know, it brought back some really good memories. When I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. And I was like, yeah, it was kind of one of the last hurrahs before I got married. But it is what it is. So I have fond memories of it, and I hope I still like it. You know, I hope I'm not a beer. You know, I'm still kind of a snob. I like a bunch of beers. I like a bunch of different beers. All these big beers they have now. So I'm real curious to taste one of these. It's been a long time. It has to be 25 years since I've had one of these poured down the old gullet. And I think probably last time I had one, I was just. Yeah, I had visited that other place next door. So, I was already in an altered state. So, enough with me. Let's get back to the Heine. The Heine Ho. So, let's do this. Let's do the double dump. We'll do the look, listen, and smell. This one might be a triple dump. I don't know if all this will go into there. Isn't that the real question? Will all of this go into there? With everything. I mean, it's a universal question, I suppose. Woo! Save. All right. Oh, you can immediately smell it. It is like that brisk autumn morning when you start driving down the road and you know a skunk has either been hit or it sprayed something, because it's not super strong, like you got sprayed by a skunk, but you can smell it, or it's that dank. You know, that little bit of dank when someone drives by you and you're like, hey, I know what they're doing. That's what this kind of smells like. That's a good smell. I mean, it's an acquired. You either like it or you don't. And my wife loves it. Not the beer. She loves that faint skunk smell, which probably is one of the reasons she tolerates me, because I'm kind of dank, if the truth be told. This is awesome. Look at how good it looks. It looks like a good beer. It's not super dark. It has that beer head to it. It's got that beer color to it. It's got all the traditional stuff, the big bubbles, the nice thick head, and it's got this smell like I was talking about. The freshly run over skunk smell, which is intoxicating, dare I say. So I'm gonna smell it some more. I'm just trying to get all of this bad bear in there. Ah, man, it's so close. Oh, smells so good. Let's listen to it. It's really loud. It's burning out quick, but I didn't give it a big aggressive pour because I'm trying to get this in there. So we're just gonna. There's a little bit left, and I can't get it all in there. This is like a 20-ounce glass, I think. It's not the 22-ounce glass. So I'm gonna have to put in some work here. This is a big glass. I know it's deceiving. This is a pint and a quarter glass or something like that. So it's a 20-ounce glass. So it's a big glass. It's not just a regular pint. So don't judge me. Go ahead. It's what I do every day. So you feel free. Proust. Oh, L'chaim. Oh. Woo. Yep. It's wonderful. I'm not bitching about this. It's got a great mouthfeel. It's carbonated. Wow. It's a little more carbonated than I remember it. But there's Brussels lace inside the bottle, not so much on the glass. It's got a great smell to it. It was really easy to drink. You saw I just pounded that down. It's, they don't call them classics for nothing. And, at a couple bucks, $1.50, or $2.50, I mean, it's well worth it. I mean, if you guys haven't had a Heineken in a while, pick up a 6-pack, pick up a big one, and enjoy it because it's really a good beer, especially with all the noise. And I'm a part of the noise when it comes to beers and all these different kind of crazy beers, these super stouts, these double, triple IPAs, and just all these trendy beers and stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love those beers. I love trendy beers. I love these grapefruit with, triple hops and, the Stella and all. It's just all of it, man. But sometimes it's good to get back to just the roots. And this Heineken is a classic. It's Jimbo approved, without a doubt. It's exactly almost how I remember it. Like it was a special occasion drinking one of these. And if you brought these to a party, you were a rock star. And I think that still holds today. I don't think any beer enthusiast could rip on one of these because they've got the color, they've got the head, they've got the smell, and man, do they have a great finish. And my mouth is just exploding right now. Still has this good flavor in it. And the burps. I mean, come on. That was one of my better, that second burp. That was the second burp, and it was wonderful. So, listen, Heineken, you guys been in business for almost 150 years because you're putting out this consistent product. And I really like it, and I appreciate it. And I'm going to buy some more. I got to tell you, I'm remiss not to have been drinking these for all these years, and I'm going to make up for that. I'm going to put in some work on some Heinies, all right? Because there's nothing like putting in work on the Heine, all right? Hey, leave a like, tell a friend, and leave comments. I love your comments. I love you all. Beer is love, and I love you. Your buddy Jimbo. Out.